Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we are going to do factor theorem and this concept will be useful in solving exercise 2.4. So let's start. Factor theorem, the statement is given as if px is a polynomial of degree n greater than equal to 1 and a is any real number, then x minus a is a factor of px if pa is equals to 0, and second, pa it will be equal to 0 if x minus a is a factor of px. So this you have to prove, and this statement will understand with the help of this example. So I have taken one px and here it's mentioned its degree, it should be greater than equal to 1. So I have already taken cubic polynomial. You can see its degree is 3. So this is my px. And this is that number for which I have to check, or this is again you can say it is also polynomial. I have to check whether this polynomial it is a factor of this. So that's what I have to check. If you see in the statement, you can see here we are seeing this x minus a. This x minus a, we are checking whether this is a factor of px or not. So always two things you have to look. One, this polynomial, and the other thing for which you have to check whether this is a factor of this or not. So two things. Now this thing you will always write it equal to x minus a. So this is your x minus a which is mentioned in the statement. So from here we'll just find the value of a. So x, I'll shift to this side, x minus a minus x is equals to 2. So x and x they will get cancelled, x minus x is 0. Directly here also you can cancel. So I got minus a is equals to 2, or I can write a is equals to minus 2. So I have got the value of a, which is the real number. Here also it is mentioned a is any real number. So now if pa is equals to 0, what is pa? Pa is, because we know the value of a is minus 2, so p of minus 2 we will find now. So if it comes 0, then this will be factor of this. That's what the statement is telling us. So let us find pa now, which is p of minus 2. So I will write minus 2 in place of x, minus 2 cube, then 3 into minus 2 square plus 5 into minus 2 plus 6. So minus 2 cube it will be minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2. 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8. 2 minus signs they will get cancelled. I am left with 1 minus sign, so minus 8. Here you can always remember that odd power means negative answer, even power means positive answers. So 2 minus 2 square, minus 2 into minus 2. 2 into 2 is 4, and these two minus signs they will get cancelled. So 3 into 4, directly I will do here, 3 into 4 is 12, because square of minus 2 is 4 and 3 into 4 we are doing multiplication. 5 into minus 2, 5 into 2 is 10, and along with this minus sign because we are multiplying 5 with minus 2, plus 6. Now this is simple addition of integers. Minus 8 plus 12, so it will be 4, plus minus is minus sign which is with a bigger number. So 12 is bigger number, with 12 we have plus, so I will write plus 4. Now remaining I will write minus 10 plus 6. 4 minus 10, minus plus is minus, 10 minus 4 is 6, and sign which is with a bigger number. So bigger number is 10, due to which with 10 I have minus sign, I will write minus sign with my answer. Minus 6 plus 6, so both they will get cancelled because 6 minus 6 is 0. So here we got p of a, which is p of minus 2 is equals to 0, which is telling me that x plus 2 is a factor of this polynomial. So this is what you have to check in factor theorem. If pa is 0, then this will be a factor of this given polynomial. So this concept will understand in a better way while we do questions of exercise. So let's start with the questions. So in first question you have to check whether x plus 1, this is factor of given 4 polynomials have been given to you, and you have to check whether this x plus 1 is a factor of any of these 4 polynomials. So same way we'll check like we have done for the examples previously. So here 4 parts are there, 2 I will do along with you and 2 you have to try yourself. So this x plus 1, as I told you, 2 polynomials will be there. For one, this one, and other one is this one you have to check whether this is a factor of the given polynomial. So now you have to relate with the statement, this is your px, so I will write here this is px, and this is x plus 1, this is your x minus a. So same, we are just relating with the statement and we will check whether x minus a is a factor of the given polynomial. So from x minus a and our given polynomial, we will find the value of a. We will just compare it first and we will find the value of a like we have done earlier. So this x and this x directly we will cancel. So minus of a is equals to 1. So I can also write a is equals to minus 1. So I got the value of a, which is minus 1. Now I have to check whether my p of a, it is 0 or not. What is p of a? That is p of minus 1. So p of minus 1 I have to check. P of minus 1. So minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square plus minus 1 plus 1. So here cube of minus 1. So I have already told you odd power means your answer will be negative. So it will be minus 1, and you can check by doing this way also. Minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. 2 minus signs, they will get cancelled and I will get minus 1 as my answer. So plus square of minus 1. Even power means positive answer. You can see minus 1 into minus 1, both the signs of minus they will get cancelled and I am left with 1. Plus minus is minus, so this sign will be changed into minus plus 1. So minus 1 plus 1, they both will get cancelled. 2 numbers with opposite sign, or we can say 2 same numbers with opposite signs, they will get cancelled. So this also minus 1 plus 1, they will also get cancelled. So I will get 0. So here I can see my p of minus 1 is equal to 0, or p of a, it is equals to 0, which means x plus 1, it is factor of this polynomial. So that's what the question was. We have to check whether this is a factor of this or not. So we have seen that x plus 1 is a factor of this. Now let's check for the fourth part. So here also our value of a, it will remain same. So a is equal to minus 1. So we have to find p of minus 1. So wherever we can see x, we have to fill x is equals to minus 1. So minus 1 cube minus 1 square minus into minus 1 into 2 plus root 2 plus root 2. So here x was written here. I have just shifted x from here to here. It won't make any difference because x is a variable and it is getting multiplied with this number. So whether you write it here or here, both the things mean same thing. So I have shifted here to make my calculations easy. Cube of minus 1, it is minus 1, same like we have done here. Square of minus 1, it is plus 1. So here this minus sign I am writing, this one. So minus 1 square is 1. Now this minus minus, because see all these terms they are getting multiplied. So here also I have one minus sign and here also I have minus sign. So minus and minus, it will be changed into plus. And moreover, whenever outside the bracket minus sign is there, you always have to change the sign which is present inside the bracket. So that's why I have changed into plus sign. Now if you multiply 1 with this term, this term will remain same. So you can write it 2 plus root 2, because 1 into 2 it is 2 and 1 into root 2 it will be root 2. This way I have written root 2, I can write as it is. Minus 1 minus 1, minus and minus is plus, so 1 plus 1 is 2 with the minus sign, plus root 2 plus 2 plus root 2 plus root 2. Minus 2 plus 2, two numbers or same numbers with opposite signs, they will get cancelled. Now I am left with root 2 plus root 2. So root 2 plus root 2 means 2 root 2, because these roots, they are variables. Here if nothing is written, that means 1 is written, and here also if nothing is written, that means 1 is written. So 1 plus 1 it is 2, and root 2 as it is you have to write along with the number. You don't have to make any difference with this root 2. So in this way, 2 root 2 plus root 2, it will be 2 root 2. So now you have seen, you have got p of minus 1 or p of a is equals to 2 root 2, which is not equal to 0, which means this gx, which means this x plus 1 is not a factor of the given polynomial. So now let's do the next question. So in second question, we have to check whether gx is a factor of px. This we have to check using factor theorem. So px is also given to us and gx is also given to us. 3 parts are there, 2 parts I will do with you. So here what is this gx? This gx, it is our x minus a. From here we will get the value of a, then same way we have to find pa, and if pa is 0, then this gx will be factor of px. Pa, yes, this px. So from here we will find the value of a, x and x, they will get cancelled. So minus of a is equals to 1. So I can see, or I can also write a is equals to minus 1. So I got the value of a. Now let's find p of a, which is p of minus 1. So in place of x you have to write minus 1 now. Minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square minus 2 into minus 1 minus 1. 2 into minus 1. Minus 1 cube, in previous question also we have seen cube of minus 1, it is equals to minus 1. Plus square of minus 1, it is equal to 1. 2 into minus 1, directly we will write here this minus sign and this minus sign. 2 minus sign together, they will be changed into plus sign. Minus into minus is plus. 2 into 1 is 2 minus 1. This I will write as it is. 2 into minus 1, it is minus 2 plus 1 plus 2 minus 1. So we can see this minus 2 and this plus 2. Two same terms with opposite signs, they will always get cancelled. Plus 1 minus 1. Two same terms with opposite signs, again they will get cancelled. So I got p of a or p of minus 1 is equals to 0, which is showing me that gx is a factor of px. Now let's do the next part of second question. Now let's do third part. Second you have to try yourself. Here px is x cube minus 4x square plus x plus 6 and gx is x minus 3. So we have to check whether this gx is a factor of px. So what we'll do, again we'll compare, because use factor theorem, which means we have to compare this with our x minus a, because factor theorem states us that this x minus a will be a factor of this if p of a you will get 0. So let's find out the value of a first. This x and this x will get cancelled. So I am left with minus 3 is equals to minus a. Minus and minus signs, they will get cancelled, because opposite the sign, opposite, you can see minus signs are present on both sides of equal to. So they can get cancelled, because same things on both the sides of this sign, they will always get cancelled, just like we have cancelled x. So from here I can write a is equals to 3. So now let's calculate p of a, which is p of 3. 3 cube minus 4 into 3 square plus x is 3 plus 6. Cube of 3. 3 into 3 is 9. 9 into 3 is 27. So cube of 3 is 27. 4 into square of 3. Square of 3 is 3 into 3, which is 9 plus 3 plus 6. So this will write in bracket 27. 4 into 9 is 36 plus 3 plus 6. 27 minus 36, or first we'll do all the numbers with which plus sign is there, because with 27 also plus sign is there, with 3 also plus sign is there, and with 6 also plus sign will there. So we'll do for all the terms which are positive. 27 plus 3, it is 30. 30 plus 3 is 30. 30 plus 6 is 36. So 36 minus 36 will be 0. So we have got our PA is equals to 0, which means this x minus 3 is a factor of the given polynomial. Now let's do the next question. So let's do third question of exercise 2.4. It is telling us, like, find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of px. See, now it's already given to you that this x minus 1, this x minus 1, we already know that this is our x minus a. This is a factor of px, which means this is a factor of this px also and this polynomial also. So two things you have to remember in this case. First of all, if this is a factor, which means PA, it will be 0, because it's already given that it is a factor. So you don't have to prove that, but you have to use this result in both the cases. So 4 parts are there, 2 parts I will do with you. So from here, first of all, we'll find the value of a. It's very simple. X minus a is x minus 1. So x and x, it will get cancelled. Minus a is equals to minus 1. Minus and minus will get cancelled. So a is equals to 1. So you have found the value of a. Now we know it's already given that this is factor, which means p of a is 0. P of a means p of 1. So wherever you can see x, just put the value of x as 1. So it will be 2 into 1 square. So p of 1 I will write 2 of 1 square plus k into 1 plus root 2. Now I have to equate this thing with 0, because it's already given. This thing is 0. So 2 into 1, it will be 2, because 1 square is 1. So 2 into 1 is 2 plus k into 1, again it will be k plus root 2 is equals to 0. And now we need to find the value of k. So whichever value you have to find, just keep k on this side and shift all the other terms to other side. So I will do like this: k, this 2 and this root 2 I will shift to other side. This is with plus, so on shifting its side it will be changed into minus 2. Same goes here also, plus root 2 will be changed into minus root 2. So minus k is equals to minus 2 minus root 2. So you can also write minus out and you can write 2 plus root 2, because minus is present in both the numbers, so you can take outside common. So you can write in this way. So simple step, since it's a factor, which means if we put the value of a, this expression will become equals to 0. So by writing this, we got the value of k. So same thing we'll do for that part also. A we know and p of a, which means when I put the value of x as 1, it will be equal to 0, since it is a factor. K into 1 it will be k, 3 into 1 it will be 3, plus k is equals to 0. Like terms we know they can be added. So k plus k, it will be 2k minus 3 is equals to 0. So I need to calculate the value of k. So 3 I will shift to other side, it will be changed into plus 3 because here it is minus 3. On shifting of side, plus will be changed into minus and minus will be changed into plus. So 2k is equals to plus 3 and k is equals to 3 by 2 because this 2 is getting multiplied with k this side. On shifting of side, it will get divided by 3. So from here we got the value of k equals to 3 by 2. Now let's do the next part. So in question number 4, we have to factorize the given polynomial. So you can see the given polynomial is 12x square minus 7x plus 1. So from here you can see this is quadratic polynomial. Quadratic means when highest degree of the variable is 2. So this quadratic polynomials you can factorize by using splitting the middle term. So this method you can use. You can also use factor theorem, but this one is easy. You can come to know. Now in splitting the middle term, first of all the first step is that you have to multiply your first term and last term, and before that make sure your polynomial should always be in this order. This order means first of all highest degree of the variable should be written, then degree lower to this, and then the constant term at the end. So always x square, then x, then constant term. If you have cubic polynomial, then x cube, x square, x, and then 1. So in ascending order the degree of the variable it should be. So now this is the variable, this is the given polynomial. So what is the first step? Just take first term and last term and its product. So your first term is 12. You can see you don't have to write variable. First term is 12, I have written over here, and last term is 1. So I have to take their product, which is 12. 12 into 1 is 12. Now I have to take the middle term, which is minus 7. So middle term, it is minus 7. You have to write the term along with the sign. Now you have to make factors of this term, 12. You can write all the possible factors because I know 2 into 6 is also 12, 3 into 4 is also 12, and I can say 6 into 2 we have already taken, so no need to repeat. 12 into 1 is also 12. So these are the possible factors I have written. Splitting the middle term means this term I have to split. Split means break down into two numbers. So now I have these numbers 2 into 6, 3 and 4 and 12 and 1. So I have to choose only those two numbers whose product is equal to this and whose addition or subtraction is equals to middle term. So let's try with all the pairs. 2 and 6. So if I choose this 2 into 6, I know it is I am getting 12, but I need its addition or subtraction also equal to my middle term, which is minus 7. So if I add these two, I will get 8. If I subtract, I will get 4. So this won't work. Now let's try with this one. 3 into 4. 3 into 4, again I know it is 12. Now I need its addition or subtraction equals to minus 7. So let's add these two. 3 plus 7, 3 plus 4, it is 7. Yes, I am closer to it, I can see, but I need minus 7. So what I will do, I will just write a sign of minus with both the numbers. So I will take minus 3 and minus 4 because I know minus and minus it is plus and the sign with a negative, or you can say with the minus sign. So minus 3 minus 4 it will be minus 7, and if you do its multiplication also, both the minus signs they will get cancelled, and again minus 3 into minus 4 it is equals to plus 12. So we will choose these two numbers, which means I will break minus 7 into minus 3 and minus 4. So this was the whole process. Now everything is easy, just here we have to write. So first term as it is I will write. In term of in place of middle term now I have to write those two numbers. So I will write 3x. So this variable I have to write now, minus 3x and minus 4x plus 7. See, I have just broken down the middle term, which is minus 7 into minus 3 and minus 4. See, it is not making any difference. If you are adding these two or if you are subtracting, you can see you are again getting minus 7. So this is how we have to split the middle term. Now I'll just write these numbers. 12 I'll write 3 into 4, x square I will write x into x. I'll just break down these terms so that I can see which are the numbers are common in all the terms. So minus 3x I will write as it is. So in second step you can also make pairs. One pair should be this and one pair should be this. Minus 4x, no need to break it down for the plus 1. So in my pairs now I'll see the common terms. So here I can see 3 is present in both and x is present in both. So 3x I will write out, and then remaining terms I'll write. Remaining is 4x, you can see, because 3 and x I have already written outside. So 4x, here nothing is there because complete 3x term I have written outside. So full term I will write only 1 because full term I have taken common. Minus, so here nothing is common, only 1 is there, so I will write 1 here. Then 4x, so whenever minus sign is outside the bracket you have to change the inside sign. So plus will be changed into minus like this. Now you can see this 4x minus 1 and here 4x minus 1, you have got the same terms. So if you have got the same terms, this means your factorization is correct till this step. If you are getting different factors, that means you have done some mistake and then you have to check it again. Now write this 4x minus 1 and now just write the remaining terms, which is 3x, this minus sign and this 1. Close the bracket. So these are the factors of this polynomial. So here we have factorized this polynomial by using splitting the middle term. Now let's do the next part. Now let's do fourth part. So 4 parts are there, 2 parts I am doing along with you, 2 you have to try yourself. Now the given polynomial is, again it's quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial means we can make the factors by using splitting the middle term. So I have written 3x square minus x minus 4. So it is already in order. So first step I have to write the product of first and last term. So I will write 3 into 4, so which is 12. Second step is I have to write my middle term, which is minus 1. See, with x nothing is written and this minus sign is there. So if nothing is written, that means with x I have 1 and this minus sign I have to write along with. Now just don't get confused. You don't have to write the variable, only numbers you have to write. So this minus 1 we have to split it into 2 numbers. So same way we have to make the factors of this. So let's try to make the factors. So 3 into 4, let's start with 3 into 4 because I know 3 into 4 is 12. So let's start with that. So here it is 3 into minus 4 because I have to see the terms along with the sign. So here my term is minus 12. So let's try to use these 2 numbers first. So 3 into minus 4, it is minus 12, and if I do its addition, 3 minus 4, it will be equal to minus 1 because minus and plus is minus. So 4 minus 3, it is 1, and the sign which is with the bigger number. So with bigger number, which is 4, with bigger number I have minus sign, so I'll write minus sign with my answer. So I will choose these 2 numbers, plus 3 and minus 4. Plus 3 and minus 4. So always you have to make a factor of this, and then you can see which pair of 2 numbers you can use such that these 2 requirements are only those 2 numbers you have to choose which are meeting these 2 requirements. Now in place of minus 1 we will write plus 3x, I have to write minus 4x. See, middle term I have just written minus x is plus 3x minus 4x. because 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Now see, there is no need to write these terms in broken form. So I'll just write it like this: 3 into x I will write x square, I will write x into x, plus 3x I will write. So these are the two pairs which I have made. Minus 4 into x minus 4. So these are the two pairs which I have to, from which I have to take out the common term. So in first, if I see 3 and x, see in both of the terms 3x is there, so I will take 3x outside. Now remaining term only x is there, so I will write x. Here it is plus, here 3x I have written outside, which means nothing is there. Now if nothing is there, I have to write 1. Now here minus sign I have to write. In both these terms I can see 4 is common, 4 is present in both, so I can write 4 outside. Now remaining term is x, this minus. See, you have to remember always, if minus sign is outside the bracket, always inside sign will get changed. So this minus will be changed into plus because we have minus sign outside the bracket. So this 4 we have already taken out, so nothing is there, so which means I have to write 1. You can see these two are same, which means our factorization is correct till this step. So I will write this term x plus 1. Now I will write the remaining terms, which is 3x minus 4. So these two are the factors of this given polynomial. Now let's do the last question of this exercise. So this is the last question of this exercise, and if you are watching the video till now and you are understanding the concept, do share and do subscribe, so that every time you will get the notification whenever I upload any new video. Now let's get back to this question. Factorize x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. So here in the previous question we have factorized the quadratic polynomial, but in this question they have given us cubic polynomial. So in cubic polynomial you have to start by guessing. For example, in this polynomial, first of all you have to guess, and this work if you want you can do in the rough work. If you don't mention in the here also, it's okay, this work you can do. So you have to guess. So suppose x plus 1, it is a factor of this polynomial. So now this x plus 1, it is our x minus a, which we have done or which we have come across while doing factor theorem. So we have supposed now this x plus 1, if x plus 1 is a factor of px, it means this is equal to x minus a, and I can get the value of a. So my a is equals to, minus of a is 1, or I can say a is equals to minus 1. So from here I got one value of a. Now this will be factor if my PA or P minus 1 will be 0. So let's try to do, let's do it and find it out whether this is a factor of this or not. So I'll put the value of x is minus 1 cube, and if you get 0, which means x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. So minus 1 I have to substitute in place of x. Minus 1 cube is minus 1. 3 into square of 1, square of minus 1 is 1. We have already done this while doing question number first and second. 3 into 1 is 3. So 9 into minus 1, 9 into minus 1, it is minus 9. And minus 9 and this minus sign, they will both get cancelled and I will get a sign of plus. So minus and minus, it is plus 9 minus 5. So minus and minus, it is plus, minus 1 minus 3, it is 4 with the sign of minus, plus 9 minus 5. So again we will do which has same signs, minus 4 minus 5, minus minus is plus, so 4 plus 5 is 9 with a minus sign, minus 9 plus 9, it will give me 0. From here we come to know that P of A is equals to 0, which means x plus A is a factor of this polynomial. So this is the first step. So here I got 0 at the starting. Maybe you will not get 0. So if you don't get 0, just try to do it with x minus 1. If you don't get 0 in this case also, try to do it with x plus 2, x minus 1. So you have x minus 2. So with all these numbers you have to try until you get PA equals to 0. So little bit of guessing you have to do here. So this is the first step. In first step you have just found that x plus 1, it is a factor of this given polynomial. So in second step what we will do, we will do division. This long division we will do of this and this. So I will divide x plus 1 with the given polynomial, x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus 5. Again this step you have to do as your rough work. You don't have to write this step in your main question. So let's do division. Division we have learnt in the previous exercise, and that if I have already made video on remainder theorem. If you have not seen, I have shared the link in the description box. You can check and see that videos also. So now let's start. Same way we'll start. This x and this x I have to choose. So x cube, this I have to divide by this x. So x cube is equals to x into x into x divided by x. X and x, it will get cancelled, so I'll get x square. This x square I have to write here. Now I have to write this number which is 1, and I have to multiply with this x square. 1 into x square, it is x square. So this x square, and I have to see, first of all I'll write first term as same term, whichever my first term is there, here I'll write the same. Then this x square, here I have to see which have the same variable. So my second term, it has same variable x square. So I will write below this term x square. Now I have to change the signs. Here both the signs are of plus, so I'll change both the signs into minus. So two terms with opposite signs, they will get cancelled, and here I have minus 3x square and minus x square, because its sign I have changed to minus. So minus minus is plus, so 3 plus 1 is 4, and x square I have to write as it is along with the minus sign, because minus minus is plus with the minus sign. Now all the remaining terms I can write. So now again this first term I have to take minus 4x square. So at the starting itself you can write the same term below this. So this first term I have to choose, then this x. I have to divide them both. So minus 4 into x divided by x. This x and this x will get cancelled. So I am left with minus 4x. So this minus 4x I have to write here. So now with plus 1 I have to multiply also. 1 into minus 4x. So I will get minus 4x. So this minus 4x I have to see which of the term has same variable x. So I can see this 9, it has same variable x. So I can write below 9 minus 4x. So I have to change the signs. Minus will be changed into plus, minus will be changed into plus. Same terms with opposite signs, they will get cancelled. Now here I am left with minus 9x plus, this is the sign with this term now, plus 4x. So I know minus plus is minus. So 9 minus 4, it is 5, and with the sign which is with a bigger number. So bigger number is 9. So with 9 I have minus sign. So here I will write minus sign. So x I will write as it is. So minus 5 also I will write. Now again this same term you can write, and this term you have to choose. Here you have to write this x, you have to write, you have to divide both the terms. This x and this x will get cancelled. So here you are left with minus 5. This minus 5 you have to write here, and also you have to multiply minus 5 with this 1. So minus 5 into 1, it is minus 5. Minus 5 you can write below the constant term. You can change the signs. Minus will be changed into plus, minus will be changed into plus. cancelling both the terms, because same terms with opposite signs they will get cancelled. So I got 0. So now this term I have to make note. I know, because if this is a factor of this, my remainder will be 0. So if you are not getting 0 as your remainder, that means you have done some mistake anywhere. So now these two terms you have to write in your main answer sheet. I'll write it down, and this question is not finished here. Again we have to do complete factorization. So two terms I have got, which means two factors I have made. First one is this x plus 1, which I found it just by guessing, and then this is the second, which is the quotient of my division. So here I will write this x square minus 4x minus 5. Now you can see you have got two terms, and if you see this term, or if you see this polynomial, this is quadratic polynomial. So now this term again you can factorize like we have done in the previous question. You can factorize this by using splitting the middle term. So we'll split the middle term of this term and make further factors. So let's do. So this you can write in your main answer, everything you can write now. So this x plus 1 you can write as it is, and here this, the first step which we have done that time, product of first this term and last term, which is 1 into minus 5. You have to write the terms along with the signs. You don't have to write any variable. So 1 into minus 5 is minus 5. So this is the product of first and last term. Now you have to write the middle term. So middle term, it is minus 4. You don't have to write variable. Now we have to make factors of this such that we are getting product of those two factors equal to this, and addition or subtraction equal to middle term. So let's see, if let's start with the same numbers, 1 into minus 5. If I multiply this, I will get minus 5, which is equal to the product of first and second term. Now let's try to do its addition or subtraction. So 1 plus minus 5, or I can say plus minus is minus, so 1 minus 5, plus minus is minus, 5 minus 1, it is 4, with a sign which is with the bigger number. For with the bigger number I have minus sign, so I will write minus 4. See, this is equal to my middle term. So these two numbers 1 and minus 5, they are meeting my requirements, because their product is equal to the product of first and last term, and their addition and subtraction is equal to the middle term. So I will use these two terms. Now in place of middle term I have to use these numbers. So here x square, so minus 4, in place of minus 4 I can write plus x. So 1 means plus 1 or plus x, x I have to write as it is, minus 5x minus 5. Now I can take common. So x plus 1, this I have to keep on writing. Now here two pairs are these. So in this you can see x is common, because x square I can write x into x. So here I will write x square is x into x. So x is present in both the terms. So 1x I can write it here. So inside I will write here x into x plus x. So x is present in both, that's why I have written out. So here I am left with 1x, so I will write that x. So here I am left with nothing, nothing means I have to write 1. Now for this minus sign I will have to write as it is, and I can see 5 is present in both the terms. So 5 I can write out. Now if minus is outside, I have already told you, if minus is outside, the inside sign will get changed. So I will write it. Minus will be changed into plus. So here 5 I have taken out, so I will write only remaining term, which is x, and here 5 I have taken out, so on remaining term will be 1, because after 5 nothing is there. If nothing is there, that means 1 I have to write, and this minus sign you have to change it to plus sign, because outside the bracket you have minus sign. And you can check by multiplicating the terms, you will get the same terms, minus 5x and minus 5. That's why. Now here you have seen this term and this term, both are same, which means your sum is correct till here. Now I will write x plus 1. Here for this term I will write x plus 1, and now the remaining term, which is x minus 5. Now I will just remove this bracket, and I have seen 3 factors I have got. One is x plus 1, again one other factor is x plus 1, and the next one is x minus 5. So here you can see I have got 3 factors. So this is telling me for cubic polynomial factors will be 3. For quadratic polynomial factors will be 2. So this thing you always have to remember. One more sum I will do with you so that you can understand in a better way. It's a bit lengthy sum. So third part I will do with you now. Again we have to start by guessing. So let's assume, so always just try to assume that x plus 1, it is a factor of this given polynomial. You have to assume this. If you are not getting 0, then you can assume by x minus 1, and like I have told you, x plus 2, x minus 2, you have to keep on trying. So I assumed let x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. So which means as per factor theorem, this x plus 1 is equal to x minus a. So from here I will get the value of a. Minus a is equals to plus 1, or I can say a is equals to minus 1. So a I got minus 1. Now if I get pa is equals to 0, then this will be the factor of the given polynomial. So let's find it out. So again that whole thing you have to do, you don't have to write here, you can do in rough work, because here you are just checking. You don't know whether this is a factor or it's not a factor. So let's do now. So minus 1. I will put the value of x, minus 1 cube plus 13 into minus 1 square plus 32 into minus 1 plus 20. Minus 1 cube is minus 1, square of minus 1 is 1, because this I have already explained in question number first. 32 into minus 1, so it will be minus 32, because multiplication of positive number with a negative number always gives you a negative number, plus 20. So let's make a pair of negative numbers and positive numbers. So minus and minus, minus 1 minus 32, minus minus is plus with a negative sign. So 32 plus 1 is 33 and minus 33. 13 plus 20. 13 plus 20, again it is 33. So minus 33 plus 33, it is 0. Now I got pa is equals to 0, which means x plus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial. Now again same way we have to now do division. Long division will do. So division we are doing so that we will get another factor, or that factor will get in the form of quadratic polynomial. So let's do, and make sure in division you will get 0 remainder, and 0 remainder only you will get if this term is a factor of this. So now x plus 1, we have to divide it, x cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus 20. So first term you can write at the starting, and here x cube, and this x you have to choose, divided by x. I can see x into x by x. So x and x will get cancelled, so I get x square. This x square you have to write here. Now this 1, because I have 2 terms, this 1 you have to multiply with this x square. 1 into x square, it will be x square. Now this you have to write here, because 13 it has same variable x square, so below 13 I will write x square plus x square. Now I have to change the signs, plus will be changed into minus, this plus will also be changed into minus. Same terms with the opposite signs, they will get cancelled. So this minus sign I have to use. 13 minus 1, 13 minus 1 is 12, so x square I have to write as it is. Now all the remaining terms I can write plus 32x plus 20. Again first term I will write as it is 12x square. Now this first term I have to choose 12x square and divided by this x. So this x square I will write x into x. So x and x will get cancelled, so I am left with 12x. This 12x you have to write in quotient. So here you can write 12x. Now with this 12x you have to multiply this 1. So I will get 12x. So this 12x you have to write here, because 32 it also has x. So like terms I can write together. So this is plus 12x. Now I have to change signs. Plus will be changed into minus. Here also plus will be changed into minus. Same terms with opposite signs, they will get cancelled. And now I have 32 minus 12. X I will write as it is. This I will get 20. Plus 20, because with 32 20 plus sign is there. So 20x plus 20. First term I can write as it is 20x. Now this first term I have to write here 20x. I have to divide it with x. So x and x will get cancelled, so I am left with 20. This 20 I have to write here. Now here this is constant term, so this I can write. First of all I have to multiply it with 1. So 20 I will multiply with 1, so I will get 20. So here I can write, because this is also constant term, and below constant term I can write the constant term. Now let's change the signs. Plus will be changed into minus. Here also plus will be changed into minus. They will get cancelled, so I will get 0 remainder. So now two things which I need is this one and this one. So these are the two factors. First one is x plus 1 and x square plus 12x plus 20. X plus 1 and x square plus 12x plus 20. These are our requirements. Now this we have got quadratic polynomial. We can factorize it further by using splitting the middle term. So splitting the middle term, same way we have to do like we have done in the previous part and previous question also. First step is to write the product of first and last term. First term is 1 and last term is 20. So product of first and last term is 20. Now I have to write middle term. Middle term is 12. Now I have to factorize it, make factors of 20, and then I have to split middle term in two numbers whose product is equal to this and whose addition or subtraction will be equal to middle term. So let's make the factors of 20. First of all, 2 into 10 is 20. Then 4 into 5 is 20. 5 into 4 is 20, but no need to write. Then 20 into 1 is also 20. So these are the few factors which I have made. Now if I choose first two numbers, 2 and 10. If I multiply 2 and 10, I will get 20. So which is my requirement. Now sum also I need 12. If I add these two, 2 plus 10, I will get 12. Which means if I use these two numbers, these are fulfilling my requirements. Their sum is equal to middle term and their product is equal to product of first and last. So this 12 I will break it down as 2 and 10. So here I will use it. X plus 1 I will write as it is x square. 12 I will write 2x plus, see, splitting means breaking down. 12 I have broken down as 2x plus 10x plus 20. So x plus 1, everything from starting you have to write. X plus 1, then let's write simpler forms of this. X square I can write x into x, 2 I can write 2 into x. I'll make a pair of these two and these two. Then this I can write 10 as 2 in 10 I will write as it is, no need to break it down. 20 I will break as 2 into 10. x plus 1. So here let's take the common numbers out. So here x is present in both the terms. So x I will write out. Now remaining terms I will write as it is. Here I am left with x and here I have 2 plus 10 is there, 10 is here also. So 10 I will write out. Now remaining term is x plus here it is 2. Now you can see these two factors are same, which means your sum is correct till here. Now x plus 1 I can write as it is. X plus 2 I will take it common and then remaining terms I can write, which is x plus 10. So these brackets no need to write now. So the three factors of the given polynomial is x plus 1, x plus 2 and x plus 10. And you can see we have got three factors since this is a cubic polynomial. So with this our exercise has been finished, and if you have any doubts regarding any question you can post in the comment section. I will be more than happy to help, and I will continue the next video with the last exercise. And remaining all the exercises I have done, I have shared the link in the description box. You can check out all the videos. Thank you so much for watching the video.